And we in BlaakTones live once again, episode 2. Hey, again, we got Big Sexy Rob over here. Just for those of you who catch the video, Rob here is trying to find a better nickname for himself. He's trying to figure out what type of animal. Are you
creative animal?
A creative animal. Yeah. But hey, well, that's all good. Everything looked good. We loving the light you got in the background. Got some nice ambiance going.
Right.
But that's what's up. Hey, if anybody wants to, we're open forum here, so we have another slot. Anybody wants to kind of join in, send us a Facebook message, and we can send out the link. So if you catch this, you want to join in, got something to say, send us a DM, and we'll send over the link to you, and you can join us.
Come on in with us.
But for right now, we got a few topics we want to go through today, and we'll just kind of talk through them and have conversation about it. So first thing, well, I guess kind of the overview. We saw that new Karmelo video. They actually finally put a video out that I saw. So I'm going to try to pull that up so we can watch it here. And then, of course, Iran and the Strait of Hormuz, that just keeps going back and forth. So a lot of people have a lot of opinions on what's going on there. And then, of course, for all you old rap hip hop heads, man, y'all know Big Daddy Kane. You know who that is. Sounds like he's got one more album coming out, and he's going to make his full retirement after that. So we'll kind of go through that. And we got some other topics we want to talk about too. But in the meantime, we just going to run with it. So, Rob, what's good with you, brother?
What's up, player?
Anything new going on in your life?
Work, man, just work.
Just work.
More aircrafts coming in. So we're doing more work.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I mean, that's a good thing, right? You got a job.
Yeah.
A lot of people ain't got one.
Man, well, I mean, I need the green, so.
Let's see if I can.
Let's not forget to mention that, we lost Rob Bass, man.
Oh, yeah, that too. Yeah, we can touch on that too. How long? That was about a year
about
ago?
A month ago, man.
Oh, like recently.
Yeah, it was recent. It was like a month or two, man. Shoot, he was a big part of our childhood, man, for real.
Yeah, I mean, when DJ Easy Rock and DJ Rob Bass came out,
yeah,
man, that was the shit. Man, all you heard as you was riding down either Military, Marbach, any of them, all you heard was that "woo, hey" in the background, boy.
Shoot, man, yeah, it was pretty legit. He was he threw it around there, man, and everybody always had that move.
Yeah.
Swinging that whole shoulder thing, man, and everybody all of a sudden was doing this, Rob Bass and DJ Easy Rock.
Yep.
So
I'm gonna see if I can pull that up right now. And we might as well just go ahead and talk about him real quick, and then move into Big Daddy Kane, and then we'll get into the heavy stuff after that. It takes two.
Make it right.
I remember, gosh, that was, oh man, back in the 80s.
It was like what, 84?
So it was either 84, 85, 86, somewhere around there.
Somewhere in there. It was
I remember I was living over there on
the cab thing, and
I was living over there on the northwest side, riding my little Toyota, the Green Machine.
Hey, that ride was still clean too, man. That was a clean ride.
Let's see if we got okay, yeah, we got Rob Bass. Oh, he died of cancer. Wow. All right, let me
Isn't that
pull this
crazy?
up. Man, cancer's always been the thing, man.
It is. It's brutal, man. I mean, it makes you wonder because it's so profitable for the medical community,
Yeah.
and it makes you wonder that they don't have a cure. Come on, man. You know,
Yeah.
it's profitable for the medical community, and I don't know. I got my own opinion. I think that they have a cure, but whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Get
Yeah,
the
that's that.
conspiracy theory
Yeah, I
at
was gonna
me.
say that's that conspiracy theory, man. But I mean, you gotta when you think about it, it's like, okay, I can see, you know, the powers
It's a
that
billion dollar
be
business.
to do something like that. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
it's a $1 billion business. They said. Reading an article on it, and that with all of the cancer treatments and stuff like that throughout the world,
Yeah.
that it is a multi-billion-dollar business. So everything
Yeah,
that's out there
definitely.
that we eat, whatever we eat, you know, who knows of all the stuff that's out there.
Yeah, exactly. But then it's like when you think about it, it's okay, they're doing that for the medical field, right? Because they wanna sell the cure, right? There's no money in well, they wanna sell the treatment. There's no money in the cure.
Right. There, I mean, literally, I mean, there's just, you know, it, I guess you could say it's the same thing with AIDS.
Yeah.
Let's have somebody like Magic Johnson that all of a sudden is
Surprise, right?
a miracle that he's been living something, what, 30 something years with the AIDS virus. Kind of
Yeah,
makes you go, huh, how does that happen?
definitely makes you wonder. Alright, so we got looks like Rob Bass dies of cancer on his 59th birthday, just after his 59th birthday.
Yeah.
That's wild. Man, we getting old.
Isn't that crazy? And he was only 59. And you're like, you're sitting there wondering, like, he was that young when we were that young when he busted out.
Yeah, he was only I mean, I think you a little older than me, but, he was right there with us, like a couple of
Yeah.
years apart.
Yeah.
So yeah,
He was like
big shout
four or
out to
5 years older than us, but I mean, damn, man. I mean, he was still, I mean, he was so far ahead of the curve, with the
yeah, he
beat,
was.
you know, with the lyrics and stuff.
Well, I mean, when he came out, I mean, his style of rap and music was not known, so it
Yeah.
hit hard, you know what I mean? It came out and everybody was like, "Wow," and it was just all about back then it was about dancing, and that was a
Absolutely.
perfect song.
You go back to UTFO and, you know, some of the ones that, came out with something different than what everybody else was doing. And Rob
Yeah.
Bass was clearly a way ahead. And then, you talked about it. Kumo D, you
Yep,
know,
yep.
he was so far ahead of his time when he was, uh, I mean, clearly he had one of the biggest hits of all time in rap. And
You talking about Kool D
yeah,
or Rob Bass? Yeah, I mean, they both did.
he
Kumo D came out hard too.
came out hard, and
He's
people wanted to take a lot of his lyrics and his way of doing things. We talk about like Will Smith taking it and moving it to a movie and stuff, and
Yeah.
But Kumo D was, I mean, when we were kids, man, we were bumping that over there off of Ingram.
And then, Kumo D, one of his biggest was that the Wild Wild West.
Right.
How you like me now? I go to work, and he had like a lot of connections back then.
Right.
So, but Kumo D aside, what I wanted to bring up was old Big Daddy Kane. Now that dude right there, a lot of people don't know he was behind the scenes pulling strings on a lot of them cats back then.
Right. He was bringing a lot in, a lot of talent in.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if he's got anything on his page about him doing his final production, final release. I know I saw it on Instagram where he was talking about he's going to do his retirement. Let me see if I can pull that up. I think I got my.
I sure thought he was already retired, though. I didn't, like you said, though, on the part where he was doing behind the scene.
Yeah. But yeah, he hadn't done anything in like 10 years, I think.
Yeah. I think it's been longer than that, really. I can't think of anything that offhand that's been within the last 15 plus years that he's done.
Okay, yeah, here we go.
There we go.
Yeah, we got old Angie Martinez up here. If you know that name. Big Daddy Kane announces his final album, Curtain Call. Because he's done. Right. He is done.
Look at the smirk.
I wonder if I've seen like posts that he's getting a lot of the bigger artists to kind of get on this release with him. So it'll be interesting to know and to hear all the collaborations he's going to be doing for it, because there's going to be a lot when it comes out. There's going to be a lot of people that are giving their props, giving a great send off for him.
Yeah, I mean something just like the way they did Slick Rick.
Yeah,
that would be nice.
Yeah, that would. I guess I didn't sign in on Facebook here. All right, let me switch over. I'm gonna see if I can sign in real quick.
All right.
I think that's my account. So you got any old dance stories? Dancing to Big Daddy Kane?
Oh man, come on, man. What was that place we used to go to that was over there on the northeast side? And man, it was clear back then that Big Daddy Kane, Kwame, and
Kwame, yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
the Polka Dot King.
Yep. That was the years that y'all were teaching me how not to be trying to get in the rhythm is what y'all were trying to teach me. No, dude, what the hell you doing?
Yeah, man. I remember that shit.
Yeah,
that was like, if anybody remember, D and Reggie, rest in peace to the homie.
Right.
We used to roll out. We used to have the little dance troupe.
all of us having our little red shirts on, and
I still have a photo of that.
oh, for real?
I can't remember whose crib we was over, but I have
Oh,
that's
that
when I had
That
my
was
high
Todd's
top.
crib.
I had my
Yeah,
high top with the colored hair. I had
yeah.
that red shirt.
That was Todd and Darnell's area right there. We used to head out from there, over from the apartments over there.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Right, right.
I'm
Go
trying
out from
to.
there, and we ran all over the damn place too.
Yep.
Oh, the females are over here. Oh, we going over there right now.
Oh, they'll be over. All right, it's not letting me log in because I don't think I've ever logged into my Facebook on this side computer, but it's trying to let me. But anyway, yeah. So Big Daddy Kane, curtain call. Let me see when the release date is supposed to be.
There you go.
Curtain call release date. Oh, they haven't confirmed the release date yet.
Oh, okay.
I guess we'll know as soon as it comes out.
You know he's gonna come out with some crazy ass cane though. Got to be clear. It's got to be clean when he walks out on the stage with it.
Yeah.
Look at my resume, too consistent. I don't need no guidance or supervision. When I speak on y'all and your new position, I straight say trash, no euphemism. So obviously we moving different. I stay 10 toes down, this the truth I'm living. I usually give them the smoothest rhythm infused with ism and use precision that you can vision in the true tradition. Y'all talking about the past, I'm thinking futurism. Y'all entertaining these clowns, I can't do it with them. Dumping dirt.
Guess I can't play the whole thing, get copyright.
Yeah.
But yeah, he still got it though.
Oh man, he still got those lyrics going down, man.
Yep.
Clean.
Got that voice. Yeah, he good.
Right?
All right, is it gonna let me log in here?
Much props to him, man, because he sure was. He was a huge part of our childhood. So
Oh yeah.
yeah.
The hell is going on? Instagram is tripping. It's trying to. Okay, let me try to log in with Facebook again. All right, let's see if that works. No, I'm not a robot.
Please check.
You know what? I'm gonna have to do my preliminaries a lot earlier. Get all this stuff signed in. But anyway, so yeah, Rob Bass, RIP. Big Daddy Kane, shout out to him. We're gonna be waiting for that Curtain Call album. Definitely gonna snatch that up. Just if anything, just for nostalgia's sake, you know.
Right.
So we're gonna do that. All right. So let's see if I can pull up the video for Karmelo Anthony.
Right.
So I remember you had sent me a message saying you had seen some new evidence, and you said it don't look good for Karmelo. So what were you talking about?
Well, first off, just I found out that he was in trouble from school carrying knives.
Oh
And
yeah,
so that was one thing. And then when you get the video of the surveillance video at the track meet,
yeah,
you can clearly see that he comes out from the bleachers and stuff, out to the bleachers. He passes 2 or 3 tents before he even gets to the other tent with where Austin was at.
Okay.
And then not only that, but you see the scuffle. And it wasn't even a scuffle. It was like, a scuffle, it would be, people moving around and stuff and almost a fight
Okay.
and everything. But it was a push. You can see that it's kind of grainy. It is grainy, but you see that there's a push, and then you see there's the stab, and then he comes out of the back of the tent, and then he runs, and then he tells the officer, and everybody's pointing at him, saying that's the one. And it's not just one person. It's not 2 people. It's a bunch of people pointing out that was him. And
I think I saw. I mean, he even said, it's not allegedly I did it.
he said, straight out, that's no legend. I did it.
I think
And
the
then when
question
he
is whether it was premeditated or not.
right, and that makes you wonder when he's already passing all these tents. If he was getting out of the rain, why didn't he stop at the other 2 tents?
Oh, is that what he was saying? He was trying to do get out of the rain.
Yeah. And then not only that, something else came out, and I'm trying to remember the comedian's name, that he will not deal with the Anthony family at all. He totally, because they were all dealing with funds and stuff and everything to the family.
Yeah.
Supposedly, he found out a whole lot more stuff, and he swole. He's really, really pissed. And
let me see what this. Yeah, I think this might be the video. Let me see what it looks like real quick. Hold on.
Part of it, it looks like that would be the arresting.
After they're arresting him, right?
Local, when they walk up to him.
Local news. Local travel.
Fucking ads.
Local sports.
I didn't want to click on it. Damn it.
Zoom is where you are.
I guess we gotta watch the ad first. But so I think if this is the right video.
Hold on.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, this is the one where they're arresting the kid.
The victim, they need to be over there.
Under a memorial tent.
Don't reach for anything, all right, man? Stop right there for me. Dispatch 443. I got the suspects, and they're currently treating the victim. Again, he's on the north end of the stadium. All right. Any weapons on you like that? Come up here.
Copy, I'll be en route.
Y'all back up a little bit. Come over here for me.
Are you able to hear it?
Yeah.
For now, okay?
Now you notice that there was several people there with different race,
Yeah.
and they were pointing them out. So everybody keeps.
Yeah, because when he ran off, I think there were a bunch of people following him. It's not like they didn't know where he was.
Right. And so everybody always thinks, this is a murder thing.
You can open up the channel, and medics are clear to come in. Have them come to the north entrance. That's gonna be a gate that's wide open there, and then you come to the victim from there.
And I remember hearing some people saying, they were having some kind of controversy whether it was raining or not. I mean, it's obviously raining out there.
Right. I mean, how hard? No, we don't know. I mean, but
yeah.
All right, it's still wet. You can see the semen is wet.
Nothing on your person at all. Nothing. Mind if I reach in your pockets and stuff and all that? Nothing stabbing? Okay. A little personal there, okay? Just to make sure. Okay. All right. The victim's going to be underneath that tent over there, so I'll get.
I mean, if this is the right video, they're going to go back and show like him running off or whatever. If not, I'll see if I can find it.
them. Over here on the north end, they got staff standing to them right now. This is already. No. First one's got
423. Trackers, I believe that's CPR progress for a little bit. Racing. That's the wrong thing. Racing.
So the kid is already dead at this point.
Is he?
Yeah,
I mean,
the dad said that he only lived 5 minutes away from the track.
Let me do one more little.
oh,
And by
okay.
the time that they finally got him in custody, and you saw the ambulance in the background there.
Yeah.
And so by the time they had him on the gurney, he was already passed.
Damn.
Yeah. And they showed a knife.
Yeah, I saw that knife, and it kind of looked like it was like a pocket knife, folding knife. I don't know how long the
Looks
blade
like
was.
they call it a multi-tap knife and everything, but it is a military type, knife or what do they call it? A
Kind of like one of those Swiss Army knife type things.
Swiss Army knife ain't got that kind of blade.
No, you know what I mean. It's a utility. It's got a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, military, military type of.
But I mean, if it's, we'll try to find it. But I think the blade that I saw looked like it. I don't know. It was kind of blurry, so I can't really say how long I thought the blade was.
4 inches.
Yeah, it looked like it was maybe three or 4 or something like that.
Yeah. So it was strong enough to break through the breast.
Well, that just lets you know how much force he put behind it.
Exactly.
Now, I don't know if it went through between the ribs or if it went through bone, but I'm assuming it.
Chest plate.
Oh, they said it went through his chest plate?
Yeah.
His sternum?
It went through, I mean, you figure.
I can see it, chipping off a rib and slipping through between rib.
Right,
now going through a chest, if it went through his sternum, that's a lot of force.
M-E-L-O, Karmelo.
Yeah.
What's your last name?
Because you actually have to have enough thrust.
We're ready.
Because when you watch the video, like I said, where you can see that they're, I guess,
tussling or whatever.
Talking, because it was, a quick push, and then all of a sudden it was a quick thrust. And I mean, I was like, damn, that was a lot faster than what I would have thought, because they said he grabbed the knife out of the bag.
Okay, maybe this is it right here.
It's
that might be it right there. It looks like that he's going.
Local news, local travel, local sports. Team is where you are, where you're from, and where you're going.
Let me shut this other one down.
Zeem, always local, always free.
Shut up.
No center.
Hold on. If somebody is shooting the victim, they need to be over there.
Okay, let me back this one up.
Don't reach for anything, all right, man? Stop right there for me. Dispatch 443. I got these.
I got another one playing. Get rid of it.
See, they're not showing on that video where he walks past two, I think two kids.
What else is playing? I'm trying to get rid of all these other ones from playing.
Yeah, where they do all the whole.
All right, here we
go. Blah 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 blah.
Okay, let's back this one up.
See him running.
All right, so they're over here in this under this yellow tent, right?
That's the yellow tent. Now, like I said, he came from the left to the right.
So that's this area right here. You can see them kind of pushing back and forth right there. I don't know if you can see my arrow.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to see. You can see that there's a little push.
There he takes off. That's him up here.
And then here he comes out of the back. Now he's right there. Yep. So they said that he was trying to fight his way out of there. That wasn't a fight his way out. He came out of that tent fast. And then he
knew he'd fucked up.
Oh, he knew he fucked up. Now see all the people following behind him, and we talking different people, different race. So it's not racial.
Well, I don't think it's racial at this point. You know what I mean? No. As far as them chasing after him, they just know somebody got hurt and someone's running away.
And you can see other people, like, they're still saying, that's him, that's him, that's him.
Yeah. They're pointing him out.
Yeah. And so he ain't got nowhere to go. you know, they got teachers and coaches and stuff and everything, but they there's like a 911 call where several other kids are basically calling 911 for medical assistance. There was a former Army guy that was trying to give him mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, and there was someone else trying to help, but they said that there was so much blood at that point already. So I'm not too sure within the heart. You know, I mean, I don't know if he would be choking on the blood.
Well, if he punctured the heart, that would say, like you said, he was already gone.
Yeah.
Because once you stop the heart, that's pretty much it.
Right. Because then it's gonna go ahead and bleed out all over through the, you know, inside, and it's just
So right here, they're just walking him back. Man, that's wild.
That is crazy. Now here's my thing though.
Yeah.
On Karmelo's side, I think that there's something in the household that's not being said, and I think that the family needs to be investigated for that kid, because there's something. I think.
Oh, you mean as far as history or
yeah, because
historical behavior?
Yeah, because like I said,
but I mean, I think I think that would go on both sides though, because there's obviously something else going on with them other two boys too.
Well, the reason I say this is because the parents supposedly didn't even go to part of the court case.
Yeah, I think they said they didn't show up for his sentencing, right?
Right, and then they bought a Escalade, they bought a house, she has some work done
with all that GoFundMe money, huh?
all that GoFund money and stuff, and I'm trying to remember the comedian's name, something White, and
local,
that was trying to help the family.
News, local travel.
And he totally, like I said, he just totally like, I'm done with them completely, with the Karmelo family.
Team, always local,
and
always free.
So, you know, is there another story about the family, the way they treated this kid? You know, is there something we're missing from inside the home for this kid that just basically set him off? That's the part that makes me wonder is because the knives were before the murder. The knives were inside the school. The school that he was going. I believe that he was kicked out of school for a little bit. That's what I'm wondering. Is there something that created this problem for this kid?
Well, I mean, even from the beginning, I had heard that, you know, there was something going on bullying wise and everything else, that they're saying maybe that's why he had a knife with him. But we'd have to kind of get deep in it. But I'm pulling up this video here about there's a question of what the family did.
School. These two kids didn't go to the same school.
But they had interactions before. That's what I'm understanding. So, you know, whatever that was, I don't know. I have to get deep in it. I don't know anything about it. So I don't want to lie. So, but I did pull up this video here about the money. So I'm going to listen to that and see if there's anything, because it says the family reveals $600K donation, not enough to save. Karmelo called out HB News. I don't even know what this is. This is hype news. Let's see what they got to say.
Well,
Anthony would come tune in, but people are still.
What's up?
The attorney that was that covered Karmelo.
Yeah,
he's dirty in the first place.
I think that's him drawn on this photo, on this image, right? Would that be his attorney?
I don't know, because that looks like a white dude that's there with his armor.
Oh, that's yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and supposedly the attorney that was in charge of this case, he got like a rap sheet that just didn't help his case either.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I'll have to look him up too.
yeah.
Let me see what Hype News is
Like
talking about
criminal
this money.
charges against him.
Continuing to follow the case. As you should know, 19-year-old Karmelo Anthony would be found guilty of murder over an incident between he and fellow high school student Austin Metcalf at a track meet last year. Now, according to reports, Anthony would be requested to move from a tent, and upon his refusal would be then pushed by Metcalf, and that's when Anthony would bring out a knife-like weapon to stab Metcalf once in the chest. Now, the story has went on to create a large amount of emotion and racial divide, as many people believe that Anthony was defending himself from Metcalf and others.
My brother was jumped and stabbed to death 20 years ago. So naturally, people ask how I feel about Karmelo Anthony. 35 years, and my answer might make some people uncomfortable. I don't see a monster. I see a kid who was scared. My brother was jumped, He was stabbed to death, and he was the one being attacked, and he didn't have a thing in his hands to stop it. Now, I have spent the last 20 years asking a question that I can't put down. What if my...
I'm not worried about what she's saying. I'm trying to get more info.
Anthony is innocent.
Talking to people.
He and his family would end up raising a little over $600,000 to help cover legal fees as well as other necessary expenses. Now, as those funds first began to surpass into the hundreds of thousands, many who were against Anthony would call out his supporters and would later accuse the family of mismanaging the funds before his trial would even take place.
If you all don't know by now, that family have raised over $500,000, and that's just what we know. That's just what we know. We don't know about the other stuff. We don't know if them two parents were still working or not. But what we know, they raised over $500,000 that was supposed to be sent to the boy attorney fee.
Fast forward to now, as Karmelo has just submitted a notice to appeal against his recent trial, it appears that the Anthony family is in need of more money. Over on this,
they need more money.
They need more money. Now we talking almost $700,000.
That's wild.
Isn't that crazy? And you're going to tell me you need more money. And they, like I said, they misused the funds, and then they weren't even there for the kid.
And I think you know Charleston White, because
that's it, Charleston White.
Yeah, so he was helping out too, and I think he came out and said he ain't gonna help no more.
He was saying that there was some stuff that is totally against the parents. And so when he left out, he was mad. He was mad that he was so swole that he was like, man, I don't want to talk about this case. I don't want to talk about it. Well, then it was like a couple of days after that,
faith would be taken down.
Wearing that shirt. He was wearing that shirt, Melon Felon.
Watermelon Felon.
He had it on. He was like talking about raising money on the selling the shirts, Melon Felon. Now he was, like I said, he's mad about something, but he's not saying it out loud because he found something out.
Yeah.
But now, why? Is it because that the family has done something towards, like I said, what's more going on in the family home?
Yeah, there's definitely more to this story. Let's see what else they talking about here.
Absolutely.
Now that the trial has come to an end, a part of his Facebook message, he would go on to share that a new platform they tried using called Spot Fund would ultimately decide to not allow them to raise any funds on their platform because, according to them, their new fund falls out of their acceptable use policy. This would go on to prompt Anthony's father to send out an alarming message. In all caps, he would write, "People, we are under attack. All money will be refunded. We want to make another attempt without verification. Thank you in advance. Please be patient." As far as the email denying them from using Spot Fund, it will go on to read, "Hi Kayla, Kayla Hayes, who was Anthony's mother. This is Maria from Spot Fund. I hope you're doing well. After careful consideration, we have made the difficult decision to remove your fundraiser from our platform as it falls outside of our acceptable use policy, terms and conditions section 3E.
Man, they
Please
called it
know
out.
that this decision is not a reflection on the hardships your family may be experiencing. We understand that this is an incredibly difficult and emotional time. Any donations received through the campaign will be refunded to the respective donors in accordance with our policies. We recognize that the outcome may be disappointing, and we are truly sorry for any additional stress this may cause. We wish you the best moving forward. Thank you again for your understanding.
Yeah, it just sounds like they're not able to go to any other platforms. Yeah. So something, they know something, and I guess we don't know it just yet.
Yes, absolutely. And so that makes me wonder, what's going on with that kid. And I think, hopefully that somebody gets a chance to sit down and talk to that child and find out what is actually going on in his head, because there's got to be something more.
It'll eventually come out. It may not be on the timeline we want, but it'll come out.
Yeah. And so hopefully that Charleston White's going to say something, man, because, he come busting out of that building and he was like swole. He's like, no, don't talk to me. I ain't got nothing to do with them anymore. So, yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, we'll just have to keep following up on this story. Definitely. Yeah. I know he's going through the appeal process, and that may take forever,
Yeah, and I don't think that's going to happen. I think that he's still going to be going to prison.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think that he, if, he goes through his prison time with, some education or something out of there, because he'll still get out. But in 35 years, they said that he still could get out in 25.
Yeah.
So, we'll see. We'll see what goes on. I mean, who knows?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, hey, I got to give my sympathies to all parties involved. The tragedy.
Yeah.
Like you said, there's some things going on behind the scenes that put certain kids in a, how do you say, in a mentality to do what happened. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Man, that's sad. Okay, let's see. Let's see what's going on in the Strait of Hormuz.
Yeah,
if anything at all.
The news today said that they were able to get a tanker through the strait, and it carried plenty of fuel. Now, I did see that the gas prices did drop like about almost 20 cents. And so hopefully it'll keep going.
I was looking earlier because a lot of people don't know where the Strait of Hormuz is. You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly. But the whole idea behind the fact that they don't understand Iran has been an enemy with many countries, for over since 1972. It started around 68 or so, when they started putting women behind what they call them, covering their face and stuff. What are they?
Burkas.
Yeah, they put them behind there and everything. Where women now can't even, they can't even have an opinion. They can't wear things that they used to wear.
That's been like that for them for a long time.
Not since the 70s, man.
Yeah.
They were wearing swimsuits and mini skirts back in the 60s.
Yeah. And so, then, the powers that came into power, they decided, okay, we're going back to
it wasn't Hamas, it was the Taliban, I think it was, that basically took over Iran. I want to say it's Taliban. And so, this is not something that happened yesterday. It didn't happen 10 years ago. It's been happening for a long, long, long time.
Yeah.
And for anybody like the liberals that are saying, well, why are you doing this to Iran? Why are they doing it to their own people? They've been killing thousands of people recently I think that's down to up to around 20,000 people that they murdered just within the recent time.
Yeah, and it's and a lot of people here, they fight the good fight for the people here, and they call themselves activists, but they
Yeah.
look at what's going on in the world and they don't say anything about them. So for those who don't know where Strait of Hormuz is, it's
Right.
right here. So they can see my mouse. This is the area we're talking about, right there around Dubai and around Egypt and Iran right there.
Yeah.
So when you look at the map, you can understand how Iran can be in control of it because it's right there, right?
Right.
So
It's
and
right.
all this was at the Persian Gulf, all this oil transport is coming through this strait. And just getting blocked off. So last time I saw a story, Trump and Vance were talking about, well, the southern portion of the strait, we're getting things through, but the northern portion is still closed. So that's what we're looking at here, right? So Iran is still in control of the northern portion, which to me, I mean, it's all right there. I don't know how big of a distance this is. Let's see. I mean,
That's not very much.
yeah, in the larger view of things, yeah, it's not. Yeah, so that's kind of a tough go trying to get through there.
Right. And so, I
But
mean, that's the whole idea behind, well, the Iranians have the right. So the right to what? Strike people as their vessels are going through the water? How do they have a right to strike
well,
civilian
the
tankers
thing is, you could say that about the USA also. Like, what right do we have to be in there?
to defend civilian tankers?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's all about oil. So
it is. I mean, it is. All right. But okay. So if it's being paid for, right?
yeah,
It's paid for. But on top of that, Trump has also said that we're going to liberate Iran, which I can see it because then you're giving more the rights to Iran to actually be able to run their own country instead of a regime. And the fact is, it's a regime. It's like a communistic country. You have zero rights as a human. You have to follow.
man, it always throws me off how a small band can grow into that kind of power and the people just allow it. You know what I mean?
I love that you said that. I love that you said that because I've always wondered when we were taking world history,
Mm-hmm.
how Germany, as small as Germany was, and how Germany just attacked the world.
Yeah.
And I was like, how did they get so far? And it comes down to what they're calling it democratic socialism.
Oh, that's what they're doing here in the United States. Yeah.
Yeah, you got certain people that are, they're saying that it's a good thing. It's socialism. Socialism builds to communism. And so the first things they do is they take your guns. And then they build from there. Then, it goes one thing after,
they take the guns,
another.
from all the law abiding citizens.
Right. Now we're in Texas, and there ain't no way they're going to take any guns from Texas.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
Yeah, I mean that's the same thing in Alaska too. But matter of fact, let's just go ahead and put it with a perspective: the South,
Yeah.
Alaska. You're not taking guns from anybody around there, and these southern regions and Alaska, and people where they use these things to defend themselves on a day-to-day basis, and whatever. So, but it's the regime. The regime has built the Middle East, taken over for quite some time,
Yeah.
and so they say, "Well, you're racist towards Islamic." No, I'm racist towards somebody that wants to kill me. It's
Straight
pretty
up.
simple, you know. When they say death to Americans, that's not a color. You're American. There's nothing that in that title where it says, "Oh, I'm just going to kill white Americans," or "I'm going to kill, you know, blonde hair Americans or brunette Americans." They're going to kill Americans. If black, white, Asian, Hispanic, that's a whole different community right there. And 9/11 was proof of it.
Yeah.
So, but you do have a point where you say, well, oil is part of the problem.
I mean, yeah, this whole world runs on that kind of thing. So it's,
Absolutely.
You may only hear of certain countries, but
Right.
everybody's involved.
Oh, yeah. Until we ever decide what we're going to use in our products, until we figure out what we're going to use in our automobiles, until we decide that we're going to do something else, it's still the main source.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And, when they make that decision, I don't think either one of us will be around. So,
No, absolutely not.
all right. I think this story from today, Australia.
Australia.
Let's see what they're talking about on Trump in the Strait.
With reports that tensions are again flaring following a new threat from President Donald Trump. Live to Lily Greer in LA. Lily, what has Trump posted?
Well, Jane, it was far from a thinly
It already sounds bad. What has Trump posted?
veiled threat.
Her accent, the lady in LA, listen to her accent.
Focus in Switzerland at the moment is supposed to be on these longer-term peace negotiations, but instead it appears they've been derailed by this latest social media post by Donald Trump. He's posted to Truth Social, Iran must immediately stop their highly paid proxies in Lebanon from causing trouble. If they don't, we'll hit Iran very hard again. He's referring there to the ongoing war between Israel and Hezbollah in Lebanon. Ending that war, ending the fighting in Lebanon, reportedly dominated discussions today because it is the big deal breaker for Iranian negotiators moving forward. They want to tackle that issue before they then focus on what America wants to talk about, which is Iran's nuclear capabilities. Here's the...
Yeah, see, that's another thing. You got Israel is not playing their part, right?
Well, there's twice that in my opinion, that Israel wasn't playing their part, but is the media telling us everything? Because do we know? I know that there was one time that they slipped out and they said, well, the Middle East, I'm not too sure what country, if it was Iran or whatever, but they struck Israel, and they were showing that the overhead, that there was bombs going off in Israel. And so,
okay.
So I mean, I'm at this point.
So whose fault is it, right?
Yeah, whose fault is it? I mean, in my opinion only, is that it needs to happen, and it needs to happen soon, where Trump and Rubio and Vance and them finally just say, okay, look, enough's enough. Let's get these people, because the people is my main thing in Iran, because how many more people is the regime going to kill? Innocent people. You know, that's the part that's irks me off the most right there. I mean, like I said, there was like 20,000 just recently, including an Olympian from Iran, in the square where they just totally killed this young man. And then they were killing, I can't remember how many women. There was children too to go along with it. And Iran has no fear about telling you how many people they're going to kill.
Yeah, I mean, that's their MO, right? Whether
That's
they're
their
doing it
MO.
or not, they're gonna put it out there like that. And
Yeah.
they'll show you.
Yeah, you know, I mean, they just recently were. No, that was. I'm sorry, that's somewhere else. That was over in England, where the man cut off that man's head.
Yeah.
In the street. But I mean, they do it. They televise it, that they behead people and shoot them in the head and behead these people. Whatever there's no qualms about it. They just do it. And then you got all these liberals out there. Well, they have rights. They have rights. Well, you got rights, but does that mean if somebody goes out there and starts beheading people in our country, they have their rights too?
Well, they're saying who has rights? The people?
Iran, the regime.
The regime.
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying the liberals are
Yeah, they're proud. You see them all
on the side of the regime.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
And then, you know, if this was such a case of it,
I think a lot of it. Yeah, I think that's part of it, but I think another part of it is that they just hate that it's Trump.
that's
You
it.
know?
That's it. You know, just say that you hate Trump. Don't sit there and say, because their ass ain't going to go over to Iran and do the same crap that they do here. No matter what, you know, that you got the Antifa, you got the trans Antifa, you know, all these people that are supposedly branches of Antifa. And, you know, that's the crazy part about it.
And Antifa, I haven't really heard them in the conversation, but I get what you're saying. Yeah.
They're all over the place. I mean, they're just nonstop, and you know, get out of your mama's basement first. You know.
Already. Well,
yeah.
All right. Let's see if they have anything else to say here. I think that's
The lead negotiator from the US team, Vice President JD Vance, he struck a pretty positive tone heading into these talks.
If they are willing to give up nuclear weapons ambitions for the long term, then the United States is willing to fundamentally transform our relationship with that country. That is certainly our goal. We've already made great progress.
We've heard more than one threat to Iran from US President Donald Trump in the last little while, Jane. Yes.
Yeah, Trump ain't trying to hide that. He letting them know.
Yeah, and which he should. I mean, you know, first off, he's the president of the United States. And he's going to back up the United States. That is his main priority, is the United States. Yeah. And so, you know, should he hide any facts about, you know, rescuing, you know, people? I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with it.
Oh, you're talking about for the greater good, because you can't put it all out there, right? So,
I mean, what's your opinion?
I mean, I've always known, you know, government-wise, they're not going to tell us everything, and
never.
I'm kind of either or on that, because I agree with some of the stuff we don't need to know if they're like in active operation. You know what I mean? So.
100%.
Because a lot of us got diarrhea of the mouth. We can't keep secrets. But some of the stuff that's passed, that's been held just to save somebody else's name or something, that I don't like.
Yeah.
You know, somebody did something wrong, we need to know about it, you know, because we don't need them influencing anybody else.
Right.
So
Percent.
that's my opinion on it.
There you go.
And with me, it don't matter if it's Trump in office, if it's Biden in office, it's Obama in office. I don't like none of it.
Democratic or Republican, it doesn't matter as long as the fact, you know, it has to be done. It has to be done. All the presidents previously, including the Clintons, including the Obamas, including the Bidens, including the Bushes,
All
of
the
them
same names, right?
all of them have said previously about Iran needs to be stopped. Okay, stop telling us.
Every administration, Iran and Middle East is always a situation.
Right. Stop telling us what you're going to do and do it. That's where I'm fed up with it. I mean,
yeah, you know, and that's kind of where it gets into conspiracy with me, because I feel like they're dragging it on because it makes them all money.
And it has.
I mean, that's why they're fighting it, because it's cutting into their money.
Yeah.
But oh well.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's some good information. We can talk more about it. But where we at?
Can't forget that, you know, even Carter was part of that problem back then too, where they stopped the Olympics.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I don't know too much about it, but I did hear about that.
Yeah. Like I said, it's been going on for a very, very, very long time with Iran threatening. And so it's enough with the threats. It's time
and it's always over. Well, that region is always over oil. Iran is always about nuclear weapons. We do not want them to have nuclear weapons because we know what they'll do with it.
100%. And Hillary Clinton was part of the problem.
Oh, Hillary Clinton.
Yeah. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
She supplied the uranium. So, I mean, you know, we ain't just talking about blackberries. We're talking about uranium, man. That's a deadly thing right there.
Oh yeah.
So,
all right, what we got? Well, Rob, you got anything else you want to talk about?
Yeah, there's something I do want to talk about. I think there's something you would like to talk about too. I think it was a couple of months back. I want to say 3 or 4 months back, but they keep bringing it back up to the surface again and again. Is Raven? She said, "Don't call me Black American. Don't call me half breed, or call me
Raven.
American."
I think that's what threw me off.
Yeah,
Raven who?
And, I mean, I don't agree 100% with her all the time, but she's right.
Who's Raven?
She was on the Cosby Show.
Raven Simone. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, now I know who you're talking about. Okay, I haven't heard of anything she said. What is she talking about?
This was recently. It was. I mean, like I said, it was like 4 or 5 months ago. But they keep bringing it around the surface, on social media and everything, where she's like, "I'm not Black American. I'm not white American. I'm American." And that's just 100% fact. I mean, when we were kids, the whole thing that came out was African American. And few of the friends and stuff that we all ran with was, I ain't African. I'm American.
Well, I mean,
and it's just a fact, it's like, if you're not Africa, you're not African.
My opinion is, because I grew up through that time, when it was Black, it was African American. I mean, the university I went to, it was all about African American. And I think a lot of people get confused because they use them as the same thing, and some of them get confused as far as, if you're born in America, there's really no reason we would call ourselves African American, although the ancestry is there. You know what I mean? So I think a lot of us grew up being able to accept both,
Yeah.
but
But I mean, is everybody going to always do that? Asian American, Black American, Mexican American. Then you got to check that mark off. Well, wait a minute. Just because you're Latino don't make you Mexican American.
no,
There's
no, no,
so
no.
many southern regions.
Latino
Yes.
encompasses a lot of.
And then you got white American. Wait a minute. Hold on a second.
I don't think I've really heard that one.
Yeah, I mean, all they just say, well, oh, it's only white. What part of white am I from? Oh, well, you got that reddish hair and stuff. You got to be Irish.
Well, I mean, the way you think of it, the Europeans did come over and colonize, right? So I think that's
Did
probably
they?
why they're trying to push
Did
that.
they?
I think that's why they're trying to push that.
Did they?
I mean,
Colonize?
there were people here. Now, whether it was their land or not is controversial.
Who's the first that came over?
That's the point. Who
Spain.
knows, right?
Spain wasn't. It was, Spain was the first ones that came around this way, and then they
Are you sure about that?
100%. Check it.
Pull it up.
Check it.
I need to know. Because
who was that everybody says Christopher Columbus? Christopher Columbus was Italian, right?
now you're talking about we discovered America people.
Yes.
But you're saying Spain was the first one here. That don't mean they were the first ones on this
Spanish
land.
were the first ones.
They weren't the first on the land. You know what I
On the
mean? They're the
land.
first ones to come across the boat.
So who was the first ones on the land?
I don't know. I don't think any of us know. I mean, you have to
None
go
of
through
us
some
know.
historians
Because you look
because
at verbal
because
history.
if anything, when you go far enough back when there was the land bridge, I mean, it was what race was coming across there? You know what I mean? Who knows?
Well, but that's the point. Everybody was like, "Oh, well, those are the Native Americans that came across the land bridge." So, wait a minute. How are they Native Americans if they came across the land bridge? But
They're calling them
verbal
Native
history,
Americans because
right?
they're saying they're the first ones that got here. But I don't subscribe to much of that stuff.
Right. I mean, you go back to it and you hear verbal history that several different clans of the Native Americans that said that there was the Round Eyes that they fought with, different tribes they called the Round Eyes. And then there was another one for the verbal history of where they called the Giants, that they had fought, that they had to fight, and these giants were killing Native Americans. And so there's a lot of history. Now they're just now finding out that from the southern regions of like Mexico and the Central America, that looks like there was people coming down from South America into the United States. So,
You mean from coming up from South America?
Yep. And that's been, it goes back to where they're finding these footsteps in the rocks and stuff, and they're dating these.
I mean,
these
I
footsteps.
I can believe that. That's why I don't subscribe to any of that stuff, because every year you hear a story about, oh, we found something new, and it's like, okay, people were here, but when you think about people having to come across the water to get here,
Yeah.
to me, that's like, okay, you weren't here first.
Right.
You
And
got
then they
here.
found a tribe that was out of on the East Coast. I want to say Rhode Island, somewhere in that area, where they're finding these bones and stuff of a tribe that they that matches say some cavemen, or I don't know what, that's not the actual terminology, out of the caves out of France.
Some
So
cavemen.
yeah, that they have the same DNA as these French cave dwellers.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, so you know they're still dating all them within the last year or two. So, like you said, who knows? We don't know.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, okay, everybody wants to claim something, but
Everybody
the
wants to
the
claim something.
the bigger picture to me is, okay, we're all here in America. We're all American.
There you go.
This country is one of the only ones that divides everybody up
The check
by
mark.
race, which I can see where it started, but at this point, we just need to be like Americans. Because I mean, we are a country of immigrants. I get it, but at a certain point, you got to say, okay, we've got multiple generations here.
Right.
We're American.
And a whole lot of mix.
Yeah. I always said even when I was younger, I was like, we're gonna end up all the same color at some point.
Yeah,
we're getting there.
Yeah. But everybody has their opinion. My opinion is legal Americans, and legal immigrants. Let me put it that way. And that is my opinion. That is Rob's opinion. So somebody
you said put it out
Rob,
there. You said put it on Rob.
Blame it on Rob. You want to place the finger and point at me, then go ahead. But I mean, if you come in legally, hey, then you're putting your name on that paycheck when you get Social Security.
Yep.
So legalize it, man. Don't be bringing all these people over here that we don't even know what they're bringing over disease wise, or people that's got all this prison time and stuff, and all these people murdering Americans.
And I'm all for, like you said, immigrants coming in. Like you said, we are a land of immigrants, but we have to know who's coming. You know what I mean?
100%.
So yeah, there's a lot of people that don't believe that, but and I have a feeling that a lot of the people, I mean, there's a lot of them have relatives, so it's been happening for multiple years. So
yeah,
it's gonna take some work to get out of it.
Oh, absolutely.
But hell yeah, I think that's good. I think that's good, Rob. I appreciate you coming by. Anybody listening, if you ever want to join in on any of the conversation, got any comments, go ahead and leave a comment down below on the video, or just send us a shout out or a DM. Let us know you want to be on the show. We'll get you the link, get you on here to talk about some stuff.
You can be either way, man. Talk to us.
And that's what's up. Yeah, we'll try to have a couple other guests online next week and talk about some new stuff, see what's in the news. We got there's a lot of stuff going on, so there's a lot to talk about. Maybe we'll try to break in, start doing additional shows, maybe 1 or 2 a week. We can start building it up, and then we'll go from there. So what's it look like on your show? Still working on it?
Still very much still working on it. We still at the point 0-0, not done yet.
Well, at least you got that. That's progress. So we thinking about it.
We still in the negative point 0.00001.
Well, you got an idea.
I got an idea.
So that's how it starts.
I'm good at having an idea. It's just completing it.
Oh, okay. We can work it out. Definitely.
It will definitely work out.
Good deal. Well, Big Sexy Rob, we're gonna call it a night. I appreciate you coming by again, and we'll see you at the latest next week.
Right.
And maybe we'll do
Maybe
another
we might
show.
talk about the team takeovers, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that would probably be something interesting right there. Because I would love to hear what the people actually have to say about it. That would be that would be interesting, you know.
Well, I know states like Florida put a lockdown on that stuff, huh?
Absolutely.
So hopefully other states will follow suit. So yeah, we can talk about that next week. We'll get it going.
All right, man.
All right, sir. All right, this is Chuck Jones with our guest Rob. You know him by now. We're on BlaakTones Live. And we out.
Take it light.
Already.